The last 7 minutes of our summer.
Hello again, everybody. It's Les East, Brian Allee-Walsh, NewOrleans.com, well, we got to see the boys again after a brief hiatus of 5 days. This is our first access back to the team since last Friday. And from an injury standpoint, why don't you bring us up to date with who's back on the field?
Okay, I guess the big news today was that Stanley Arnew was back on the field practicing. I don't know if this is his first day back because we couldn't see practice on Tuesday, but either his first or second day back since suffering a high ankle sprain in the preseason opener against New England. So that was good news for the Saints to get him back. 3 guys did not work. Chris Ivory with the knee, Anthony Waters, who injured a hamstring against the Vikings, and Zach Strief, who's had an ongoing knee issue. We'll find out more about their availability later in the week, and we should also point out that they practice outdoors for the first time in a while in preparation for playing outdoors on Monday night in San Francisco. But the big news today was everybody wanted to talk to Reggie Bush, and I know you were one of those people talking to Reggie.
I was, I know that he issued a statement regarding why he is planning to give back the Heisman, and was very eloquent. I thought, Les, he obviously there were a number of people that he spoke to, confidants, friends, family that were against him giving back the Heisman, and ultimately it was his decision. He said that he felt like this was the right thing to do, and so he did not admit to any guilt by any means. Was adamant about that there was not an admission of guilt in any way. I also found it interesting that he does want to kind of set up, much like the NFL does for incoming rookies, an NFL symposium for rookies. He would like to implement that for incoming high school seniors incoming to college, and kind of, certainly this is just a pipe dream at this point, but it's something that he would like to pursue in the coming months as he goes about dealing with this, because let's face it, this is a huge decision, a huge situation for a young man. If you consider the history of the event, of the trophy being awarded for 75 years now, and he is the first one from that group, an elite group. It's a very small fraternity. This isn't like a lot of awards that are handed out here. This is one that's only going out to 75 people, and now he's the first to forfeit this. So, it's a monumental decision for a young man to make. Of course, he made his bed and now he has to sleep in it. But he did address it, and I thought he did a very good job, and he's trying to move on and realize that this is still, something that he could improve on in his own life, and also help kids in the future deal with the same kind of situations that he had to coming out of high school.
And we also probably should give him some credit for talking some more about it today, because he could have very easily said, my statement speaks for itself, we put that out, I'm moving on, I'm getting ready for San Francisco, and just left it at that. But he did stand there and talk on camera and fielded some questions and elaborated on his statement the other day. So that shows a bit of the maturity we've seen from him since he came into the league in 2006.
Which is what Sean Payton addressed as well, said that he's matured tremendously over the four and a half years that he's been with his franchise, and you know what, maybe if there's a silver lining to all of this is that he's mature enough to handle this now. I don't know. People say, well, had it happened 5 years ago when he came out of college, that it might have been something for him to deal with more, or the Heisman Trust trophy people could have dealt with it more readily at that time. But you know what? It didn't. It came 5 years later. They had an investigation. It's something that everybody's got to deal with now, and it's something that I think everybody can learn from as we go forward.
And I think that's what we're all looking forward to doing, is getting back to some football games. It seems like a while since this team's played a game.
Yeah.
It's almost like a bye week here. And so tomorrow will be like a normal Thursday as they continue to get ready for the Monday night game. They'll leave late in the day Saturday, arrive sometime Saturday evening in San Francisco, and then Monday Night Football on Monday night.
Yeah, Sean Payton brought up a good point. This from a regular season standpoint, postseason standpoint, this is their 5th consecutive game on a primetime stage when you consider the divisional round, the NFC Championship, the Super Bowl, the Thursday night season opener against Minnesota, and now this Monday night game in San Francisco. So, you know, you can't accuse this franchise of not being not ready for primetime players anymore, because you know, they're 4-0 so far and have a good chance to go 5-0. But anyway, we will discuss this at greater length tomorrow. Les East, Brian Allee-Walsh from NewOrleans.com. We'll see you next time.
I called Breeze.